Today on the podcast, we're talking fitness, training, and GSD. This is the Kansas City Podcast. Welcome to the Kansas City Podcast. This is Cole Lindbergh, your host with the most, straight from the upper northernmost. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm right. Many of you know me as the alternate for Major General Stanley in the Pirates of Penzance. And if not, it's nice to meet you. Each week here on the Kansas City Podcast, we are joined by a one-of-a-kind KC native for a conversation on life in the city of fountains. And you know what? Today, I have traveled. I've got in my car. I drove downtown to the West Bottoms. And West Bottoms is a crazy place because I always associate it with haunted houses, Kemper Arena, and that's about it. But I am downtown right now. I'm actually at 1618 Wyoming Street, and I'm here with, he's got a long title now. He is he's the co-owner. He is a KC fitness expert. He's a fitness guru. He's the business here, Freight House Fitness, was the best of KC 2016 in the pitch, the best boot camp. He was the best personal trainer in the pitch, yes. And I'm at Freight House Fitness here with Sean Van Horn. Sean Van Horn, how are you, buddy?
Good, I'm doing good. Yeah, I just got back in town, and I was on a 3-day event. It's called the Mastermind. I'm a part of this mentorship group. And
the Mastermind?
So, yeah, we spent 3 days just learning about fitness marketing and a lot of like self-help type stuff.
Well, that's because I assume that to get people here into the Freight House Fitness, you're just marketing like crazy, right? Like, do you even like? I mean, you're stacked like none other. You still look like you work out all the time. But do you even get to get out on the floor and work out anymore? Or are you too busy scheduling Facebook posts?
Yeah, I mean, that's really the thing. I tell people now I'm a marketer first, and then I'm a trainer second now. And when I started, of course, it was just me and clients and working with them. But since our vision is to scale and reach as many people in Kansas City as we want. Now I have to teach teachers, I have to educate other trainers and build a staff and lead them and be a good leader so that they can continue this, empire and grow it. So
why don't you tell people the story of this building? You gave me a little bit of a tour, and I gotta say that this place is absolutely gorgeous for a gym. I don't even feel like I'm in a gym. I feel like I'm in a cool old building that there's weights and there's mats. But why don't you? It's hard to describe. There's a little feed conveyor belt on the side. We kind of looked around a little bit. Tell me about this place, about this building. I can't do it justice. Why don't you break it down?
Well, yeah. So basically, it was originally built in 1890, I believe, and it was a mule barn. And so, okay. They call it the mule barn. And if you look outside, you can still faintly read on the side of the building. It says barn houses mules.
Okay.
And they would bring horses in here. And it's just a big brick space, but there's a really cool ramp that would take horses upstairs too, and there's still an original conveyor belt here they'd send feed up, and then what's even wilder is then after that, after the whole flood and all the livestock were burned up in that fire and all that stopped, then this was just kind of vacant.
Yeah.
But then I think around the 1950s, it reopened as a metalworking shop.
Okay.
And so then it was a metalworking shop for some years, and then it closed down again and was completely vacant until we came in just a couple years ago.
So how long have you been down here now?
Well, I've been in the West Bottoms since 2014. We were above a place called Blip Roasters Coffee,
right?
Down off Forester. And we were on the 4th floor of a building, but it was scary. Yeah. I mean, the door to get into the place was a giant metal door that said "Caution, do not enter" or something, or
which is the exact thing you want people to see. Hey, I'm going to this gym now, and there's a thing on the wall that says "Do not enter." You should go.
And you didn't know if you'd walk in and there'd be a homeless guy sleeping on the steps, or and then you'd go up these dark stairs, and it'd be like a workout just to get to the gym.
That's nice.
But then you walk into our gym and it was immaculate. My wife is a designer, so she's designed this space to where it's you walk in and it's walking into like one of those fixer-upper Magnolia shows.
Right. Like the
like a giant chandelier as you come in.
The HGTV of the world, right? Yeah, like we're gonna flip this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were there for a while, but then you moved, right?
Yeah.
Because we're obviously in a different space right now.
Yeah. So there was a huge fire.
I remember this.
Yeah. So
you were on the news.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, I was just hanging out at home, and then I got a text from one of my trainers that there was smoke coming through the vents, and
oh no,
she was with the client, so she ran out of the building, and somebody on the second floor was sleeping with a heat blanket next to, sleeping with a blanket next to a heat lamp.
Okay.
And then the blanket got on the heat lamp, and the heat lamp was like there for their pet turtle.
Okay.
And then their whole
story has
place
so many layers.
just like went up in flames, but they got the turtle out.
That's what matters.
No one got hurt. But they were an artist,
turtle.
so they had like all this art and paperwork everywhere, and it all just like went up so fast.
In flames.
Yeah. So
that's not good. Okay, so the fire happened. Then you move here to this new space. Is this space bigger than the old one?
Yeah, so our old space was about half the size of this space. This is about 5,000 square feet, and the other one was about 2,500. So and
I guess describe for me, because I feel like, okay, because you won like the best boot camp.
Yeah, sure.
Right. I feel like this isn't like going to Planet Fitness. Like you are very much more involved. You've got a bunch of stuff you're doing. Why don't give me the pitch for like if you were to sit down with me right now and say, Cole, I want you to come down and do the boot camp. Tell me what separates this from other gyms and other places out there.
Well, my wife and I felt like, those big box gyms were just, they were failing people, and mainly because of the accountability. You see, when you go to like a regular place and work out on your own, or even if they have like classes, unless you pay a lot of money for a personal trainer, you're not really going to have somebody
the guy
to
that
hold
yells
you accountable. Yeah. Yeah.
Sit up faster, right?
Yeah. And so we just felt like, man, these gyms like are failing people. Like they're going and they're paying this money and they're not being held accountable. And we do have clients and people that, like you might even tell me, well, Sean, I know how to eat healthy. Like I understand. I'm like, well, yeah, me too. But how's that working for you?
Right. Right.
It's when you have to like check in every week with a coach. Mm-hmm. And they're like making you check in and making you weigh in, and they're contacting you if you don't show up or miss a workout.
Right.
They're looking at your food log and critiquing it, and their eyes are on you and they're on you.
Right.
And so when that happens, instantly people's results go through the roof, because you have no choice. You're either going to be accountable or you're gonna not, so
tell me about the boot camp.
So we have basically this 30-minute high intensity workout, and it's
is it HIIT?
It's
HIIT.
Yeah, HIIT. Yeah, it's like a long.
It's a HIIT workout.
Yeah.
Okay, I know about these.
Yeah. So and we make it fun, so it's like a lot of people dread weights, they dread going to the gym, but we make it a very fun and exciting workout. Like, last week we did a bunch of songs, and we did we played Thunderstruck from AC/DC,
right. And you had to like do a sit-up every time it went thunder?
It said thunder, you did a burpee, where you would like, basically just go straight to the ground and jump up to the sky.
Right.
And so you end up doing like 36 burpees in like 3 minutes,
Yeah, because they say thunder so many times in that song. It's like they ran out of words.
So we were like, doing stuff like that, but then you're next to people and they're cheering you on, like, come on, you got it, don't quit,
One more burpee.
Come on, you got it.
Here it comes, thunder.
Yeah, it's just like so exciting to see the culture inspiring each other, so it's not just the trainer, it's not just me, it's a whole like community that's inspiring each other, so it's really cool.
And so that's got to make you feel even good that you're building this community, you're building this these people that are coming here and doing this boot camp and coming back. But I would imagine that, like I said at the beginning of this, I never associate the West Bottoms with like a gym. Like I hate saying that, but like I never have associated the West Bottoms. It's always haunted houses, and it was always like when you and I were kids and stuff, when we come to shows at Kemper Arena, like and I can't. And now I guess Boulevardia. Boulevard is like the other thing.
Well,
so is it weird being down here? Like,
no, this place is like moving and shaking and up and coming. Like a couple big developers down here, like Bill Hall. Like Bill Hall runs the Livestock Exchange building. Right. He's going to build apartments over here. he's got Amagoni Winery and a lot of different things that are moving. And then you have the Fouch brothers that are going to redo Kemp Arena into the Mosaic Arena for like a youth sports complex. But you know, the reason why we ended up down here, my wife actually, so another thing that's been kind of trending lately is they have these warehouse weekends.
Okay.
So all the haunted houses, the guy that owns those, his vision was, let's start doing retail on the weekends.
Right.
And so he basically started creating this whole like space where you can repurpose furniture and, you know, artists can come and sell their stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's what she was doing. And then I had met her, you know, one of her landlords who was telling me about just rent rates and opportunity down here.
Right.
And I thought, man, we got to make this happen. You know, this is like the place to. It's a place for someone that doesn't have a lot of startup capital.
Right.
To like start something and like for dreams to come true. You know, like in the West
dreams
Bottoms.
Come true, baby.
Magic's going on, West Bottoms.
The West Bottoms, where dreams
come
true. That's a good slogan for this place. The West Bottoms, where frights
but I mean,
happen.
It won't be that way
for
for long. I mean, eventually this will all turn around, and it'll be like the Crossroads where rates are sky high. But yeah, it's cool to.
So you love being out here in the West Bottoms.
Yeah.
You've got this beautiful gym.
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
It's going great. You know, one of my big New Year's resolutions, you know.
Oh yeah, those are important.
I keep track of those, you know. But one of the biggest things for me this year.
You were one of the few.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I had been such a grind. I've been grinding it out so hard in this business that I'm just like here 24/7. But I was also getting kind of burnt out.
Yeah.
And one of my goals this year is to like learn how to be a leader and learn how to teach others. And so that's something I really accomplished this year, was just training up a team of people, motivating them, and they're fighter jets. You know, like we have a saying like in a mentorship group, like you're either a fighter jet or you're a crop duster. And so, you know, but like they're like fighter jets. They're like they're not employees. You know, they're like team members, and
they're Maverick.
We've got a vision, and they're all like going toward that same vision of like reaching more people in Kansas City and getting after
more
it,
people
you know?
down
here.
here.
Yeah.
So if I walked in here on like an early Monday morning, how many people am I going to see running around in here?
Yeah, I mean, you'll see 30 people in here. Yeah, just rocking it out and music blaring and
for 30 minutes.
You know, for 30
minutes. And then
minutes.
there's like the next 30-minute one start.
And then we have like a 15-minute break, and then the next 30-minute one starts, and we'll do like 3 back-to-back in the morning. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Some people do 2 in a row. I mean, they'll stay and do another one. And a lot of people think, well, 30 minutes isn't long enough. But man, when you're going after it as hard as you can, it's
those hit workouts, man.
And it creates something called EPOC, which is like it's basically where
I don't
oxygen.
know this term.
Yeah, so EPOC. Gosh, I can't remember the scientific term, but it means more oxygen is flowing through your body.
Right.
And what that does, it creates something called an afterburn. So like if I were to go
like
jog,
a fighter jet.
Yeah, it's like a fighter jet. Yeah,
We're bringing
not a crop duster.
Bringing it full circle here.
But you know, so it's like okay, if I were to go and jog. Yeah. Then when I'm done jogging, my body's done burning calories. That's it. Right. But if I were to go do a high-intensity workout and my heart rate maxed out several times and went back down, then I'm actually going to burn calories for up to 24 hours later after the workout.
Right.
So you're creating an afterburn when you're doing those kind of workouts, you know.
And so then I come here, I do the 30-minute workout, I afterburn all day, and then what, are you going to like call me the next morning and say, hey, like... What'd you eat? Like you gonna? I mean,
yeah. So we have a whole like we call it the onboarding process, and we have a whole checklist of when a client comes on board. We get their measurements, we put them in the Facebook group, and that we instantly start giving them praise and holding them accountable and support, and we send out a meal plan to them and send out a whole we have a whole online portal where they can log in, and there's education and videos and all kinds of stuff like that, and then every week. We have an app that you log in on, and if you don't log in on that app, it'll send you a notification, and then it'll send us a notification. We'll follow up with that. So we're on top of you.
I mean, not only is it like you are not only holding them accountable, it's like, you know what? We've got 20 different ways to keep track of you.
Yeah.
There's a portal. There's an app. Yeah. We've got it all. Yeah. There's no way you're going to skip out on us.
Yeah, and that's what we tell people. You have no choice but to succeed. I mean, yeah.
So what's your main? Is it? Are you saying like, hey? you're going to lose weight, or are you saying you're going to live healthier? Like, what's your main like mission statement goal here?
Yeah, so the goal is you're going to be the best version of yourself.
Gotcha.
And so whether that's weight loss, whether that's building muscle, whether that's being able to play with your kids and having the energy for that, whether that's not crashing at 2 p.m, you're going to be like a high performance human being when you come here, and like
performance machine.
You're going to be like, when the weekend comes and you got to do that, garden project at your house, the landscaping, you're going to be like an animal out there. The neighbor's going to be like, what is this guy doing? He's like ripped out of his mind, and
he's like raking like none other.
He's just getting stuff done,
He's planted more tomatoes than I've ever seen.
Yeah, so I always have this term called GSD, and it's like get, done, like get.
Oh yeah.
And what that
there's
means,
a dirty word in there.
Get stuff done.
Get stuff done. Right. Yeah.
But it just means like that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna be. You're going to be getting it done.
Okay. So you are certainly GSDing here at Freight House Fitness. Yeah. We've kind of talked a little bit about, the place, kind of what people can expect. But what about you? Like, this has got to be like full disclosure, you and I have known each other for a really long time.
Yeah.
We're going way, way back. I don't think I ever saw you owning a gym.
Yeah.
I mean, how's it feel?
I was not in shape. Yeah.
Like, how's it feel, right? Like from take it, like zoom it out a little bit. Like, is this like one of the craziest experiences you ever embarked on? I mean, being a business owner, owning your own business, like, it's got to feel crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I wake up every day and I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, and then 3 people I'm grateful for every day.
Yeah.
Because you never want to take life for granted, and I feel like, man, I don't take this for granted. And it could all fall in an instant, and so it's just really it's a really humbling thing to like. I always wanted to be I was always creative. I always wanted to like create something and own it. I've always been entrepreneurial minded, and so to finally get to that point and facing my fear and just doing it and implementing and taking action, not saying I'm going to do it tomorrow, or not being somebody that's
like going out there and just GSD.
Exactly.
It done,
you're not just thinking, well, tomorrow I'll plan, or I'll think about it, or I'll research, but like take it. I always tell people like take imperfect action now, and then just start start editing things and changing things as you go. Like just get it going, just get started.
You got to start somewhere, right? You can't just sit on your butt and do nothing.
You can't wait for perfection to happen, because it won't.
Absolutely. So one other quick question. And this is more not so much Freight House Fitness related, but it is fitness related. I hate squats. What's something I can do instead of squats?
Oh yeah, you could do walking lunges.
Because let me tell you something. It's all about for me. It's all about the gluteus maximus.
Oh yeah,
the minimi and the maximi. That's what it's all about, Sean. That is where the people, they see you walking down the street, they look at your glutes.
So I want to know one of the best exercises for the glutes. Is a kettlebell swing.
Okay.
And it's fun too.
Where you swing it between your legs, right?
Yeah, so you grab onto this kettlebell, and they call it that because it looks like a bell.
Okay. Brilliant.
And you throw your hips back, and then you basically drive your hips forward as fast as you can. You squeeze your glutes, and it's all about I call it the midnight move.
Okay.
And so it's you're just like boom, you're just like fast explosiveness.
Okay.
And it's something that's going. I always tell my clients it's an athletic move. It's not specifically training one body part, but as an athlete we use our glutes for everything.
Yeah.
So your hips are what drives the power when you're swinging a bat, when you're throwing a ball, when you're punching someone in a fight. It doesn't matter, like,
well, which I am involved in every day.
It's all hips.
It's all hips, right? When I look around the gym here and I see a bunch of weights, and I see this doesn't, like, I don't see a single, like, okay, maybe there's like one bike.
Yeah, not a lot of machines.
No, it's not a lot of machines. So it's a lot of, like, when you guys are doing these HIIT workouts, I mean, it's a lot of jumping and up and downs and things like that, right? I mean, it's not like, oh, let's go run on a treadmill. Yeah,
my vision was like, hey, I want to give people that like gritty, like almost like high school weight training experience, like maybe if you were a former athlete or something, it's like a blast from the past, you kind of get this like euphoric, because any athlete, any former athlete you talk to, that's all they talk about. Man, when I was in high school, that one game I threw 5 touchdown passes.
Right. We're living the old days.
So I'm like, how can I get them to have that same experience, and feel like an athlete again, So.
Okay. All right. we've talked a lot about Freight House Fitness. Tell people how they can get involved. If somebody wants to come down here, give a boot camp a try,
super easy. Yeah,
what should they do?
Download our app, Freight House Fitness.
Okay,
and then at the top
of the app,
just go to
search and Freight House
search
Fitness?
on the Play Store on your Android or on the iOS on the Apple.
Yeah,
and download the Freight House Fitness app or go to our website, freighthousefitness.com.
Okay,
and then right at the very top of both, it says 2 weeks free. And you just click on the 2 weeks free, and you sign the waiver in case your leg snaps in half the first day. You know,
that's smart.
No, that won't happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I promise.
Okay. He said that and he just winked.
I know, right?
That's the power of audio. He just winked, everybody.
So you'll just create a profile and sign up for the 2 weeks free, and then all the classes are on there and what they're described, and you just book them real easy on there and show up.
And just show up.
Yeah, just show up.
And if you don't show up, you're going to call them.
Yeah, exactly.
And be like, hey, this is Sean. I haven't met you yet, but like...
We have a whole follow-up process. So if you reach out to us, we're going to get right back to you and, follow up with you. So.
And that sounds... I'm worried that... Are people scared when you, like, call them up and, like, you say, like, hey, where have you been? Like, do people get freaked out? Because it's kind of like are you going to give them a letter grade at the end? Like, oh, you missed so many classes, you're going to get a C? Like, is there an attendance policy?
No, but, I mean, that should be. That's a good idea.
Thank you. I'm all about making dreams come true as well. And if I can offer any type of, like, here at Freight House Fitness, we have an attendance policy. Yes. I think that's a good idea. No. You don't have an attendance policy, but you will call people, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll call you out. I mean, that's what you were paying us for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Not other places don't do that.
No, they really don't. I mean, even our competition, I don't think has a level of accountability like we do.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, we really get after it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they do. I mean, really, they do. We hear it all the time. Like, just like, man, I really appreciate
keeping me honest.
Keep me honest and keep me on it. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back more here with Sean Van Horn here at Freight House Fitness. Can you believe this? 10 episodes? Is that 3 more than you thought we were going to get? Who knows? Just wanted to say once again, I say this every week, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for rating and subscribing and telling your friends about the podcast. We continue to grow week after week after week, and it is so exciting that we have started at nothing and we're growing, exponentially? The graph is going up. So thank you once again for enjoying the show, writing reviews, telling your friends, sharing it on Facebook. It means the world to us, and we really appreciate it. We've got lots of more guests coming your way. So thank you again for supporting the show, and let's get back to the interview. Welcome back to the Kansas City Podcast. Cole Lindbergh here with Sean Van Horn. Sean,
yo.
Sean, you hanging in there?
I'm hanging in there.
During the break, Sean went out and we did a 30-minute boot camp.
Yeah, I mean,
and
no big deal.
Sean, how would I do? How did I do? Rank it for me.
You know, it was you guys a little bit of work to do.
I got a little bit of work to do.
But you didn't quit. You know, you kept going. I did not quit. And it was good. I mean, I always tell people, you just got to go at your own pace. You know, it's like.
Right.
And especially when you're in a group.
My pace here by the end was a crawl. But I did power through on the kettlebell. I powered through on the kettlebell.
Yeah, we got those glutes fired up.
I am. So if I start to daze during the rest of the podcast, people will know why. It's because I am exhausted. And not only that, there's no air conditioning.
No, yeah. There's just a bunch of big industrial fans.
Yes, and so it's hot as hell.
Oh yeah, you're sweating.
So I'm sweating. I'm just sitting here talking right now. I'm just sweating. All right, Sean, it is time for our favorite part of the show. Yeah. It's very popular. People love this part. It's time for the Casey quiz.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Sean, Casey quiz. This, you know how this works. So I will award you points for any question. Remember, points are very important.
I like points,
50 points max. If I ask you a question and you do not like the question, all you have to say is stupid question. Okay? And then, of course, folks, remember, you can always tweet us at Kansas City Pod if you would like your question added to the the Casey quiz. Sean, are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready? You were born ready. I always start with this one. This is a popular one to start with. Your favorite restaurant that is not barbecue. Now, before you answer this, okay, I just want to say, there's no right or wrong answers here. You can say as many places as you want, all right? But you are also a fitness guru.
Oh, yeah.
So I imagine there's maybe there's the place that you're thinking of, it's like, oh, the fitness guru side of me says this is my favorite restaurant, but also every now and then, I want to go to this restaurant, right?
Yeah, I mean, straight up, I'm a foodie. I'm a former fat kid, so I'll give you the true. Yeah.
So your favorite restaurant that is not barbecue?
McCoy's in Westport. Yeah.
You're going McCoy's all the way.
Yeah, I love craft beer. Love their burgers, and they have this Merck's cheddar, sharp cheddar sauce they put on the burger with a bacon jam. It's insane.
Okay, that does. Okay, with the way you're describing it right now, I'm kind of
IPA with that. And
okay.
It's on point.
All right, so now let's take it one step further.
Yeah.
Your favorite barbecue?
The Jack Stack and in the Crossroads.
You're going Jack
Fiorella's
Stack.
Jack Stack. Yeah, I just classy joint, and so there's two. Okay, there's that one.
Okay,
and then if I want to get down and dirty, you got to go burn ends on bun, please. From Gates.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, those are my two go-tos, burn ends on bun or Fiorella's Jack Stack. If I want to go down there and get the crime, the Crown prime rib. It's like a giant hunk of beef. That just
let me ask you this question.
Called Jack Stack's platter.
How much you bench, bro?
Well,
what are you up to?
I don't know it right now, but at one point I could do 225, 30 reps.
So you keep track of your calories every day, right?
Yeah. So my calories are around 2,800.
Really?
Yeah.
20. So you're over the 2,000.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm 235.
Because you're a big dude.
Yeah. I mean, my body needs a lot of energy. So,
yeah. So okay. So here's okay. Sorry, I'm gonna pivot.
Yeah.
Like all great politicians, I'm gonna pivot here for a second. So if I'm trying to keep track of my calories, right, and count my calories, there are so many places that do not have their calories listed out.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, honestly, lately I've been loving this. It's called a keto diet, and so I've just been. I do a lot of different stuff.
Can you spell that? It's a what?
Keto.
Keto.
It basically is ketosis. So
okay.
So our brain is addicted to sugar.
Yes, I agree. I love cookies.
And our brain and our body functions from carbohydrates like glycogen.
Right.
But the body is like a hybrid car. And so if you cut the carbs all the way out and then you throw the fats way high, your body will transition and start operating as fat for its energy source.
Correct.
And then what happens is your blood sugar goes completely stable, so there's no more energy crash.
Yeah.
And you just have a steady energy all day. And then your brain, it's like your focus just goes to the max. You reach this high performance focus level.
Like a machine.
Yeah, it's like that movie with the guy that took that pill, and all of a sudden he can do 10 times more than. No.
Okay, I'm trying to think of other movies where a guy takes
Cooper
a pill.
Played it.
Limitless.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's Limitless. The keto diet is
I'm
Limitless.
glad we were able to differentiate between or you take the Matrix
and
pill.
It's easy to follow. So the point is, if I go to a place and there's no calories, I just don't eat carbs. I eat the meat and I eat the vegetables and just don't eat any starchy carbs.
You just go for it.
Yeah, just fat and meat.
Fat and meat.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Fiber.
go. That's a good tip. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Okay, so we're moving on here. Let's see here. This is an important one right now. More streetcar? How do you feel about the streetcar?
I love it.
More streetcar?
So my wife and I just built a house in Columbus Park.
Oh, okay.
And it's a modern home, and we just moved in on Saturday. Super cool.
Oh, very, very recent.
We love that Little Italy neighborhood. It's so cool.
Yeah.
We're on the same road as Garozzo's.
Okay.
Another favorite restaurant.
There you go.
But I love it because we're within walking distance of the streetcar, and how cool would it be if I could just walk over to the streetcar and take it all the way to Westport? That would be so cool.
That would be very cool. So you are 100% more streetcar.
Oh yeah.
Right,
yeah,
I'm giving you 3 points for that. This was a Twitter question. This one came in. Are boneless wings just chicken nuggets?
Yes.
They are?
Yeah, they really are. That's just pretty much a naked chicken nugget,
How do they...
Or I guess the chicken nugget. Yeah, I guess if it's breaded, it's still...
So a boneless wing is just a chicken nugget?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're in agreement.
I know.
Okay, here we go. We got another one here for you. I want you to put this in order, okay? It's your criteria. however you want to do it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Chiefs, Royals, Sporting.
Chiefs, Royal Sporting, just like that. Yep.
Just like that. You're not changing it around.
No.
Wait, what's your criteria there? You just saying?
I'm a former football player, and I'm a football
Okay, so
fanatic
football
at
is your
heart.
sport.
Yeah, and growing up, it's funny. My grandparents raised me, and this is kind of cruel, but they pretty much said, we don't want you to play baseball because it's boring and we don't want to watch you just sit out there and play with the butterflies and run around and not do anything.
I think that's what I was doing.
Yeah, so they were like, we want you to play football because they loved football and they wanted to see me run around and get hit and not really.
So they were torturing you.
Yeah. No,
like,
but
Sean,
they just
go out there and get hit.
Yeah. So they got me interested in football because they were interested in football, and I fell in love with it. So.
Okay, so you're going Chiefs, Royals.
In soccer, I just don't really watch. So.
Okay, all right.
But they're awesome. I mean, Sporting KC's killing it.
All right. Your favorite local event? Do you have a favorite local event here in Kansas City that you like?
Well, Boulevardia, right here in the West
It's right here in your back door.
Yeah, that's
Do you have
an
to
awesome
shut
event.
down?
Kinda, yeah. We actually stayed open this year, but luckily our classes aren't really around those times.
Yeah.
But yeah, the parking was insane.
Yeah. I was down here and it was craziness.
Yeah,
and it was the night that of the crazy storm too. So it was just.
And then St. Patty's Day. Oh my gosh, in Westport, that's my jam right there too. That's a good day to drink from 7 a.m. to whenever.
Well, you got okay. So next question, you got a kid now.
Yep.
Your favorite park? Do you like going to hanging out in a park, or you got a favorite kid
we just moved from an area. We were right next to Penguin Park.
Oh yeah,
and so we loved.
You were not the first person that has mentioned Penguin Park on the podcast. I want to say that is.
I grew up a block from there, so I grew up going to Penguin Park, and then it's just fun. I could take him there, and he just goes up to the elephant and goes down the slide over and over and over and over and over until
when we were kids, we would go with the elephant. All right, here we go. This is more of a regional question. Is it pop or soda?
Soda.
Soda.
Yeah, I say soda. Yeah.
You're on soda? Okay, 5 points for that one. Good job. Your favorite place in the city to hang out? If you had to hang out. If you had to go somewhere.
Man. Probably City Market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're very close to that now.
Yeah. I love hanging out down there and, walking around the market and checking stuff out and
buying fresh
produce and, kind of doing my thing down there.
All right, here we go. This is another one. This is an easy one. Is it Plaza or Plaza?
It's Plaza.
It's Plaza. That seems to be the consensus.
I know.
I may have to start.
Plaza sounds a little pretentious.
Well, it was. Someone said to me recently. They said that they think it deals with people coming from out of town.
Oh, okay.
That people from out of town might say the plaza. I'm going to the plaza. All right, you're a big sports guy.
Yeah.
The greatest Kansas City athlete of all time.
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas.
Yep.
Why Derek Thomas?
Well, he held the record for those sacks, the most game, and he was just my favorite player growing up. So I had a big heart for that guy, and he really turned the Chiefs around when they were just struggling big time. Marty Schottenheimer came in, and he just started implementing all these super athletes, and
the super athleticism.
Yeah, even though they never got it done.
Okay,
so.
Tell me. Okay, because I have a very specific person that I think of this,
sure.
And this causes a lot of controversy. Bo Jackson.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually just talking to somebody in San Diego over this last weekend about the only person they knew, the only athlete they ever knew from Kansas City was Bo Jackson.
See,
and I was like,
that's why he's the greatest.
I was like,
worldwide appeal.
Yeah. So I was like, okay,
I'll give you a point for that one. All right, you're
whatever.
You're at 33 points now. I got a couple more questions for you. Let's see here. The next question, very important. We'll stay on the sports theme here. NHL or NBA? NBA. Why?
Well, NHL, I've never watched it, and
I feel like you would enjoy.
I know,
hockey,
right?
Though,
just
right?
banging into each other and.
If there was a hockey, do you think your grandparents would have said, "Oh, hockey or football"? Do you think they go for hockey?
Yeah, I mean, if I was from Canada or someplace like that,
if you were in a colder
I
place,
probably would have been more of a hockey guy than a football guy. I think.
Okay, but you're saying NBA.
But I'm saying NBA, because I mean, it's just something I also grew up doing, playing basketball, and I grew up watching the Bulls and Michael Jordan and that whole thing.
So you think Kansas City could support an NBA team?
No. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't think they would. Yeah.
So it's not going to happen.
I mean, it could happen, but I just don't think. I don't think it would last.
All right. So here's one. This is a important question. You can interpret this however you like. Who's doing good right now? Who's doing good? Who's doing good? Are they doing good or are they doing good? I know. You can interpret. That's why I said you can interpret it however you like. Who's doing good right
this
now?
Crap. Oh,
this is the Casey quiz. There's a lot of points on the line, Sean. Who's doing good right
like
now?
in Kansas City?
Sure.
Oh man, this is really hard, man.
Well, you can always say stupid question.
I think the mayor. The mayor's doing good.
The mayor's doing good.
I think the mayor is Sly James is kicking butt right now.
Okay.
Honestly, I think his vision for the city and like and all the amazing like development. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's of course it's not all like going because of him,
right?
But he definitely cast a vision for our city, and we've seen amazing. You know, we're in a great economy right now, and it's just this whole city is just exploding
like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Final question. You're at 41 points.
All right.
Okay, so you got a chance here. And remember, 50. You got a chance to max out here, depending on how you do on this question. This is a very important question. Okay, it is time for the Google challenge. Okay, the Google challenge.
Snap.
This is it's a Google challenge. Here's what I've done, Sean. I went to the Google machine and I typed in a phrase. Okay, I typed in something and Google autofilled it. Okay, you're gonna have to guess what Google autofilled. Okay, so I typed in fitness is a what'd it say? Fitness is a
scam.
Scam?
No. I mean, you see so many things that just say scam after you write something.
Right.
You know?
Well, but you got to think strategically here because people are going on the Google.
Fitness
what are they typing in?
Fitness is that's true. What people are typing in. I would say fitness is a lifestyle.
Boom. Man, you got it right. Yes, that is perfect. You just got 9 points. You just maxed yourself out.
Yes.
50 points.
Killing it.
I think you may be the first person that ever got 50 points.
Oh, man.
I will have to check the leaderboard.
That's exciting. I mean, I'm very competitive, so
I know you are. But you got it exactly right. Fitness is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
that's what it says on the Google challenge. Hold on, so let me just do the math here. Yeah, 50 points. Sean, congratulations.
Yes.
And thank you so much for taking the Casey quiz.
You got it, man. Yeah, that was fun. Killed it.
All right. I'm back here with Sean Van Horn. We're here at Freight House Fitness in downtown. Sean, I want you to go through the basic info of this place. If people want to come down here, they want to get involved, do your plugs. What do you got?
Right now we're doing a 2 weeks free trial.
Okay.
And so it's a great way to, no obligation, no requirement to sign up for anything. Just come in and try us out for 2 weeks. And
what can they expect in those 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, you can expect results. You know, we can, if you agree to continue. And what's nice is, and here's my sales pitch, right?
Okay, I'm ready. This is your time to shine,
so
buddy.
When you come in for the first class, we're gonna offer you to come to an orientation. Okay. At that orientation, we'll do a fitness evaluation. Basically, we're gonna take your measurements, check your form on stuff, and then by attending the orientation. And if you decide, hey, I'd like to sign up for this after my 2 weeks free, then you won't be charged a dime until your 2 weeks free is up. And then that first month, you'll get half price. But what's awesome is right away, we'll give you everything. So you'll get a meal plan, a calorie calculator. We'll take all your measurements. You'll get all the classes. You'll get our accountability coach who will check in with you every single week. So we want you to get results right away. And so if all you have to do is say, yes, I want to do this, but then you can still change your mind and say no before the 2 weeks is up.
Got it.
And then even in that first month that's half off, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you come in and you say, that trainer was rude or those walls are too ugly or whatever, we'll just give you your money back on day 30 of your first month. So there's really no reason to to come in
so
and
you want to get more
make it
people
happen.
down here to try it.
Exactly. I mean, we are just our vision is to help 1 million people in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So there's 2 million people in the metropolitan. We want to reach 1 million people. And we can't do that with this one location.
Right.
But our vision is to expand.
So you want to expand
and reach 1 million people.
Freight House Fitness is everywhere.
Yeah, we want to be like within 15, 20 minutes of each other everywhere.
I feel like I just realized that I didn't ask why Freight House.
So I was a railroad guy.
Okay.
So when I worked at Worlds of Fun, after Worlds of Fun, I had a couple jobs, and then
Worlds
I got
Fun,
a
I've
job.
never been there. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, what is that place?
What is it?
Oh man, Worlds of Fun. But
Yes,
anyways,
okay.
So then I went and got a job on the railroad, and I was a conductor. And then so that was kind of one thing I thought it was something that came to my head, and it just sounds good. I mean, I'm in this group of all these fitness mentors and fitness guys, and like, man, Freight House Fitness, that sounds cool.
Well, yeah, it's a cool name.
Like, that sounds really cool, you know? And so is that, and then where we're at right here. So like when our first space, we were right next to a railroad track where there was like train horns all day long going by.
Got it.
And right where we're at right here, there's an area over in the West Bottoms called the Gooseneck.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of railroad tracks.
Yeah.
It is the, I believe, the second most traveled rail in the United States of like rail cars.
Yeah.
Come through there. Kansas City is the second biggest hub for railroad.
Right.
So that's kind of the reason why I decided to call it Freight House Fitness.
Freight House Fitness.
Yeah.
The trains.
Yeah.
I like trains.
Yeah.
Very
exactly.
nice. So we got the website. Come in, do the trial.
Yep.
What else? Any other? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Freight House Fitness fan page, and then on Instagrams, on the old Instagrams.
On the gram.
And then on YouTube. We have a Freight House Fitness page on YouTube as well, and we'll post...
you're gonna post some fitness videos?
Yeah, so we do like you can watch our videos. Like we're gonna do a video here soon, 7 at-home workouts.
Nice.
So you can watch that.
Can we get
first
a tease
workout.
right now? Get a tease.
Yeah. You want me to do the workout right here?
No, I don't want you to do the workout. Just tell me what it is.
Yeah. So it'll be like 5 exercises for 5 rounds, back to back to back. And it'll just be kind of a circuit. You'll get it'll be like a Tabata, so you'll get like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
Okay.
For about 5 rounds, 5 different exercises, just boom, 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 all able to do them at home.
Nice.
Using stuff that you have at home and being able to create that afterburn. And then at the end of the video, if you want the rest of the videos, you just have to comment 7HS or 7AH in the comments below, to kind of to get to see the next video, and we'll send you the other 6. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Of course, you can always find us, Kansas City Podcast, on our website, thekansacitypodcast.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram at Kansas City Pod. You can always find me on Twitter at Cole Lindberg. Thank you once again to everybody for the continued reviews and sharing the podcast. We've got a lot more great guests coming up. I say this every time. We've got more great guests coming up in the coming weeks that we're very excited about. So thank you for your continued support. And Sean, to take us out today, you were talking about this earlier, how you got this cool microphone and you get to go in and you get to yell at people and stuff. Can you give me an example of can you do like your fitness instructor voice? And how it would go?
Sure,
yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Go for it. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're going to do a big workout today. We've got 10 exercises up here on the chalkboard, and we're just going to get after it. So this is kind of called the lunges of death that we're going to start off with.
The lunges of death.
So grab some weights. Pick a weight that's kind of best for you, and then we're going to lunge around this entire gym with weights, and then you're going to rack them and go even lighter, and then do another round around the gym, and then go body weight around the gym. Then we'll do jumping lunges, and then we'll do some squats after that, and before the workout is over, you're going to need a wheelchair to get your butt out of here. So let's get ready. This is exciting.
You know what? I'm more pumped up now than I have been all day. Sean, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah. It's good having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone, we will see you next time. Bye.
See ya.